So in this video, I'm going to cover the best practices when it comes to strength training for runners. And strength training is key for two reasons. One, it's going to reduce the risk of injury. And two, it's going to make you a better and faster runner. If your muscles are stronger, it means you're going to be more resilient to injury. And again, if your muscles are stronger, you're going to cover more distance with every step, meaning that you're going to run faster for less effort. But let's get into it. Or let's not. Yeah, so here we go. So look, why strength training matters. As I said, it's going to make you a better runner. You're going to be stronger. You're going to run more efficiently because your posture is going to be better. Your stride is going to be better. Everything is going to be better. It's going to prevent injury. If you have stronger hips, stronger glutes, stronger quads and things like that, it's going to reduce the likelihood of overuse injuries in your glutes, in your knees, in your Achilles and so on. Posture balance and just how you propel yourself is going to be better. And if you're stronger in yourself, whether it be your core or your legs, there's going to be less wobbliness in your stride, which means less energy being wasted. And look, when it comes to running, before we get into kind of what exercises are really good, let's talk about the principles of the different types of strength training when it comes to running. And the main thing is to focus on is single leg movements. So the likes of Bulgarian split squats in general, lunges, anything where you're using just one leg at a time. And this is key because when you run, you're using one leg at a time. So it's good to kind of get in the routine of that in your training. Again, it's going to improve your balance and coordination because if you have an imbalance where one leg is stronger than the other, that is going to compensate in your stride, and the only way to fix that is really strength training. So give each leg equal treatment when it comes to strength training, and it's going to build your legs up for a better stride as well. If you build up your left and right leg, it means you're going to propel yourself equally too, which is going to make you a much more efficient and better runner. Another thing to consider is our glutes and our posterior chain. So this is essentially the back of our body. It's our hamstrings, it's our glute, it's our upper back. And these are super important to strengthen up because our glutes is what propels us forward. It's really what pushes our hip forward, which leads to our leg going forward, which leads then to us being able to stride and run. And the stronger and more powerful that is, the further it can push our leg forward, meaning we can stride for longer lengths. And our hamstrings as well. So think of it, if you have a skateboard, or pretend you have a skateboard, pull your foot. And that's all your hamstring movement. You pulling your leg, like pulling the ground away from you is all your hamstring in play. And that's what you do when you run, essentially. If you can generate more force when you pull your foot, it means you're going to cover more ground. So that's why strengthening up the hamstrings are key. And some really good exercises for this are Romanian deadlifts, hamstring curls, traditional deadlifts as well are really good. And this will carry over nicely to your running performance in increasing your stride, improving your posture, and again, just making you a better runner overall. Another key area to focus on is our calves, but more specifically our Achilles. So when it comes to running injuries, the most common ones are glutes, hips, knees, and Achilles. And these stem from two main areas. One is our glutes, because if we have weak glutes, it's going to travel down, our knee will be imbalanced, our hip will be imbalanced, and so on. And if we have weak calves and Achilles, especially if we're running long distances, this will turn into an issue. So it's really good to work on strengthening these up. And when it comes to our calf muscles, there's two main ones. There's the gastrocnemius, which is the big fat one at the back of our leg, and then we have a smaller one as well called the soleus or soleus, whatever you want to call it. But this runs up kind of from our ankle in a way, just kind of there. Which I had a diagram I might throw it in, but literally just there you'll see it kind of tensing up as you run. But seated calf raises are a really good exercise to target this because it kind of gets the far calf out of the way, for a better want of word, and then isolates this one here. And this is the main muscle and most important also when it comes to running, because it's the one that takes all the pressure when we land. It's like the suspension in a car. It's what kind of absorbs the impact even as we bounce on the ground. So seat calf raises are really good for this. And if you do want to kind of take it up another level, doing say 10 reps of these, and then holding this position at the end where our heels are elevated, will really work on the tendons as well. And this is a great way to avoid any Achilles injuries. And then glute bridges and hip thrusts as well. Look like a bit of a pervert kind of doing them as well, which is probably the only drawback. But again, they're a really good exercise when it comes to running, because the more powerful our glutes are, the more powerful our stride will be. And if we can strengthen up our glutes, it's going to lead to a stronger back, stronger hip muscles as well, which again is going to reduce the risk of injury. And then moving on, clamshells. So any sort of band work is brilliant, and this is what I do with a lot of people who do my strength and condition classes. Aside from what we went through before, but band work is key. And clamshells are super essential because they isolate the glute medius and our hip abductors too. And this is one of the most common areas where runners get injuries. So if we do our band work like the clamshells, or anything where we're moving a leg away from our body, it really works this muscle, strengthens it up, and prevents injury. And then core work as well, so the likes of our ab wheel rollouts, leg raises, anything essentially that's going to work the core would be super beneficial when it comes to running. The stronger our core is, the better our posture, the more upright we'll be, the less hunched over. If we have all that in play, it means our running economy is going to be so much better. Not only are we going to be faster when it comes to running, but it'll just feel so much easier because we're not hunching over and our legs are not carrying the extra weight of our upper body. Our core will take care of that, meaning our legs can just do our thing, propel us forward. So look, putting all this together, 2 to 3 strength training sessions a week is more than enough. If you're new to it, 2 is perfect. And based on where you are on your running journey, or where you are, if you have a race coming up, say for example, if you're in the off season, focusing on strength, so higher weight, lower reps is what I would recommend, just to make sure you build up your strength. And as you get closer to your marathon training block, reverse that around. So you work on higher reps, lower weight, so you focus more on muscular endurance. And the main difference is there that the first method really focuses on building strength. The second method focuses on holding that strength for a longer period of time. So this is what you want in a marathon. You want to be able to, keep your legs strong in the latter part of the race. So really dropping the weight, going for higher reps as well, will condition your body for this. When it comes to movement quality, look, slow and controlled is key. And focusing on full range of motion is much better and much more beneficial than lifting heavy with questionable form. So look, it's really good to kind of get a second opinion on your form if needed, but really focus on working the muscles that you're supposed to be working. Take videos of yourself to really correct yourself as well, but this will really bring the benefits of your strength training on leaps and bounds. And make sure you take the recovery too, so always leave kind of at least 1 day in between your strength training sessions. That way it gives time for your muscles to recover and build themselves back, meaning you'll get the full benefit from the workout. So look, hopefully you found this video useful. Any questions, let me know, and I'm going to post this guide in the description as well for anyone that wants it.